Good morning, everyone. My name is Judge Christy Ruppe, and you are all here this morning for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime in which you've been arrested for. As you stand before me this morning, you are considered not guilty, innocent of the charges that you've been arrested for. And that status will stay with you through every stage of these proceedings up until you change that by pleading out to this case or the state proves the case against you. You were either arrested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you're arrested and you have a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit of Hernando County. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of pretrial release which will be imposed upon you. I will also determine today whether you will be hiring a private attorney, whether you'd like the assistance of the public defender, or whether you'll be representing yourself. You are entitled to make a phone call. If you haven't done so yet, please let me know. I'll make sure that happens today. Finally, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These proceedings are recorded, and there's an assistant state attorney in this courtroom. Anything that you say about your case will be recorded and used against you in your case. So please don't talk about the facts of your case today. That's not what this hearing is for. At this time, I'd like you all to raise your right hand so I can place you under oath. Swear affirm the testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Okay, go ahead and put your hands down. As I call your name, please come forward to the podium. The first case I'm going to call is Katerine Alvarez.
Good morning, Donna.
Good morning, Ms. Alvarez. Can you tell me your date of birth, please?
August 12, 1981.
All right, you are here this morning for trespassing and resisting or obstructing an officer without violence. I did find probable cause for both of those. Did you want to represent yourself? Do you want to hire an attorney, or do you want me to appoint the public defender to represent you?
The public defender.
Okay, I will provisionally appoint the public defender to represent you. State, does she have any priors, or is there an offer for her to take?
She does have priors, Your Honor, but if it's okay with the court, say we offer her time served disposition this morning on these charges.
Okay. Ms. Alvarez, you want to take care of your case today?
Yes, please.
Okay. The state's offering your time served disposition, so you'd get sentenced to the time that you have in jail, and you'd get credit for any time that you have in. It looks like 2 days. So you want to go ahead and take care of that today?
So what do you mean? Am I staying here today?
Okay, speak into the microphone and say that one more time. What was your question?
I already, this is my second time here.
Okay, they're offering you time served, which means you would get out of jail today unless there's something else holding you in.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
You understand by taking this plea today, you're giving up your right to go to trial?
Yes.
Okay, you're giving up your right to call witnesses on your own behalf, confront the witnesses against you, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove the case against you. You want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yeah, I want to take care of today.
Okay. With regard to the trespass and the resisting an officer, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Okay, I accept your plea of guilty. I find this freely and voluntarily entered. I adjudicate you guilty, sentence you to 2 days Hernando County Jail, 2 days credit for time served. When you get out, you're going to have fines and court costs at about $600 that you need to pay, okay? So you want to make your way down to the courthouse and make payment arrangements for all of that, okay? And you also have the cost of incarceration, which will be assessed against you.
Okay, but, ma'am, I don't work. I'm homeless.
Okay.
There's no way that I can pay that money.
Okay, well, the only thing that's going to happen is if you can't pay your fines and court costs is your driver's license is going to be suspended. Do you have a driver's license?
No, ma'am.
Okay, if you ever want to get a driver's license, you just have to pay these things off, okay?
Okay.
All righty. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tanya Barker.
Good morning.
Hi, Ms. Barker. What's your date of birth?
3/14/79.
All right, you were here this morning for possession of a legend drug. I did find probable cause for that. Did you want to represent yourself? Are you going to hire an attorney, or do you want me to appoint the public defender?
Public defender, please.
All right. I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. State, does she have a prior record?
She does, Your Honor. An FTA in February of this year out of Hernando County. I'm not sure what the underlying charge was. 2012, out of Hillsborough, grand theft, conviction. She is a convicted felon. Hernando County, 2013, burglary, arrest, knockdown to a trespass, conviction. Violated probation on that by picking up a DUI. I'm showing that the FTA must have been off of a marijuana possession charge, Judge. I'm not sure if that's still pending or not here in Hernando.
Does the clerk's office know if that was pending? She has an open case. All right, Ms. Barker, it looks like you have another misdemeanor, possession of marijuana out there. We're just trying to figure out if that case is still open or not, okay?
It shouldn't be. That was a few months ago.
Are you on probation for that?
No.
The only thing I come up under Tommy Barker is a Willis that's closed from 2016.
Okay. You had a possession of marijuana out of this year. Is it this year, right? Would it be under a different name?
No.
Okay. All right. Well,
I don't recall having any possession of marijuana for that year.
okay. All right. Well, nevertheless, we're going to. Your bond is at $500. I'm going to keep it at $500, and we're going to see you back to court on August 2nd at 9 a.m. Looks like that's in front of Judge Merritt. If you're unable to bond out, the public defender's office will come out and see you. Okay?
Your Honor?
Okay, so I'm here until the court date?
Hold on, Ms. Barker.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, you gave her a Judge Merritt date? This is a misdemeanor.
Oh, is it Judge Hudson? Is it mine then?
August 2nd is Judge Hickson.
Okay, so you'll be back August 2nd with Judge Hitzman, okay? You have a bond of $500. If you can bond out, you still have to come back to court August 2nd. If you're unable to bond out, someone from the public defender's office will come out and see you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, Erica Harshbarger. Hi, Erica. What's your date of birth?
579.
All right, you were here this morning for possession of methamphetamine and possession of a legend drug without a prescription. I did find probable cause for both of those. Do you want to represent yourself? Are you going to hire an attorney, or do you want me to appoint the public defender's office?
Public defender, please.
Okay, I'll provisionally appoint the public defender to represent you. State that she have a prior record.
She does, Your Honor. Ms. Harshbarger has been around for a little while. 1998, fleeing the loot, times several. Looks like those are dropped. Knocked down to resisting without. DB in 2002, which is a conviction. Misdemeanor 2002. Paraphernalia and Willis, which were dropped. 2002, organized fraud, which is a conviction. 2003, DB and a DB which violated her probation. 2003, an FTA on all of her charges. Looks like she was convicted of felony FTA. 2005, DUI, conviction. Also possession of cannabis. 2006, conviction of Willis. That was still a misdemeanor. False name to Leo, also that year, conviction. 2006, false name to Leo again, conviction. 2006, possession of methamphetamine. Not sure what the disposition was on that. That was out of Pasco County. Looks like she was adjudicated guilty because she was placed on probation, violated her probation, with an FTA, times 2. She is a convicted felon. It's in cocaine possession, which is an adjudication, 2007, here in Hernando. Paraphernalia, also a conviction, Hernando. Violated probation again in 2007. 2009, DV arrest, which is dropped. Violation of probation, 2012. Not sure what the underlying charge was, but it was a misdemeanor. Grand theft, paraphernalia, possession of meth with intent, and dealing stolen property, all dropped in 2012 here in Hernando. 2013, possession of controlled substance, paraphernalia, Willis, all convictions. Willis was a felony. 2013, FTA. Several cases. Looks like she went to prison in 2013. 2015, right back at it, possession of controlled substance, paraphernalia, both convictions. 2016, here in Hernando, she got arrested for paraphernalia. I'm not sure what the disposition was on that.
Hey, Ms. Harshbarger?
Yeah, there's some stuff on there that's not right.
Out of the 50 things on there, there's a couple things that aren't right?
Yeah, the 50 is only one very, very
Yeah. You have quite the
There's quite a
resume
few
there,
that
Ms.
aren't right.
Ms. Harshbarger.
There's quite a few things on there that are not right. How do I get that fixed?
Yeah, why don't you look into that? Ms. Harshbarger, how long have you lived on Landover Boulevard?
About 6 months.
All right. Where'd you live before that? Somewhere in Hernando?
Yes.
Okay. You got a job?
I clean houses.
Okay. When was the last time you worked?
It's been about 2 months now, actually, because I've been in the hospital. My fiance, he's been sick, so I don't have a job right now, so I do.
Well, I just asked you if you had a job, and you said, yes, you clean houses. Now you're telling me that you don't have a job.
I do when I'm not in the hospital.
You do have a job when you have a job, but you don't have a job now, is what you're saying. Okay, Ms. Harshbarger, I've been overly impressed with your criminal resume. And in these circumstances, right now your bond is set at $5,000 for the possession of methamphetamine and $500 for the possession of legend drug. And there's only a few circumstances where I find that someone's record will influence me in order to increase the bond, and I find that in your case I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that based on your prior record, based on your 4 or 5 prior failure to appears, and your several violations of probation, and your inability to remain out of trouble for any length of period whatsoever. Based on that, I'm going to set your possession of methamphetamine at $20,000. I'm going to set your possession of legend drug at $1,000, and we're going to see you back to court on August 8th at 9 o'clock in the morning. I've appointed the public defender. If you're unable to bond out, someone will come out and see you. Jennifer McMasters. Ms. McMasters, what's your date of birth?
2/25/81.
All right, you were here this morning charged with trespass and introduction of contraband into the facility and possession of marijuana, a misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for those. Did you want to represent yourself? Are you going to hire somebody, or you want the public defender's office?
Public defender.
I can't hear you, ma'am. Speak into the microphone.
Public defender.
I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. State.
This McMasters seems to travel a bit. Out of Maryland, 2011, got an FTA and contempt of court. Petty theft as well. Looks like it's out of California. Controlled substance, and paraphernalia, and petty theft, all convictions. Out of Pennsylvania, looks like what could have been a new legend drug, some violation of the Drug and Cosmetic Act, which is a misdemeanor. And that's all I'm showing. Looks like she lives in Sefner, Florida.
All right. As far as a time frame, were these all pretty recent, or are these from 1980?
2011 starting.
Okay.
2013.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ms. McMasters, how long have you lived on Brynwood Drive in Sefner?
A year.
1 year?
Yeah.
Yes, you're going to have to speak into the microphone, okay?
Are you there?
What county is Sefner in?
Hillsborough?
You're not sure? She's not sure either. Okay.
Hillsborough, right?
Hillsborough, you think? Okay, dokie.
Yeah. I was in Brooksville right before that.
Yeah. You got a job?
No.
No. You ever live in California?
Yes.
Maryland?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pennsylvania?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. You got a job these days, Ms. McMasters?
No.
No? Okay. All right. Well, with regard to the first charge of trespassing, I'm going to keep that bond at $1,000. For the smuggling contraband into the detention facility, I'm going to set your bond at $5,000. And with regard to the misdemeanor possession of marijuana, I'm going to set that at $1,000. And I'm going to see you back to court on August 8th at 9 a.m., okay?
All right.
Frederick Bottom. Hi, Mr. Bottom. What's your date of birth?
12/6/81.
Okay, you were here this morning for leaving the scene of an accident with damage and driving while your license suspended or revoked. I understand that you are in custody on no bond in 2017 CF 121, but it looks like they were investigating an accident from June 6th that involved you leaving the scene. I did find probable cause for that. Do you have a PD in all your other cases?
Yes.
Okay, you want me to make sure you have a public defender on this case as well?
Yes.
Okay, I will provisionally appoint the public defender to represent you on this case. And I'm just going to keep the bonds the same at $1,000, and we're going to see you back to court on August 2nd at 9 a.m., okay?
All right.
All right. Kevin Connolly. Hi, Mr. Connolly. What's your date of birth?
4/20/70.
All right. You were here this morning for driving while license suspended or revoked. They charged you with the felony. I don't find probable cause for the felony. They don't have what I need in the probable cause affidavit to show that it's a felony. So I do find probable cause, however, for the misdemeanor driving unsuspended. Do you want to represent yourself? You're going to hire somebody, or do you want the public defender's office?
Public Defender's Office.
All right. I will provisionally appoint the public defender's office to represent you. State other than, I have a copy of his driving record. Other than driving record, does he have any?
DUI 1990, some sort of animal violation in 2000, DV in 2001, Willis and expired tag in 2003, 2006, methamphetamine, paraphernalia, convictions. He is a felon, violated his probation in 2007, synthetic narcotics manufacturing in 2010. Looks like they charged as trafficking, knocked it down to possession of methamphetamine. 2013, violated his probation. That's all I can confirm this morning, Judge.
Okay. My review of his driving record indicates to me that it's only suspended for financials out of prior cases.
Yes,
so I don't think that's enough for a felony. But,
it would not be.
That's, I guess, up to your office. So I'm going to find probable cause for the misdemeanor. I'm going to give him a misdemeanor bond of $500. And we're going to see you back to court on August 8th at 9 a.m.
Okay.
Looks
Is
like
there any way I can get? Is there any way I can maybe get an ROR today, ma'am?
No, I'm not going to give you an ROR based on your record. I'm not going to do that, okay? So the bond right now is $500. It looks like you... I have two court dates here, 8/8 and 8/2.
8/2 is arraignments.
Eight is the felony date.
Okay, so it's at 8/8 right now, and the state attorney's office is doing what it needs to do. Okay, August 8th at 9 a.m. is your court date, okay? If you're unable to bond out, the PD's office will come and see you, all right? And if they're going to charge a misdemeanor, maybe they can get you in front of me for a change of plea sooner, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right, Benjamin Jenkins. Hi, Mr. Jenkins. What's your date of birth?
8/17/80.
All right, you are here this morning. It looks like you've got some things going on in Pasco County. A worthless check charge right now. The bond on that is $1,500, and then you have two failure to appears. The bonds on that are $1,500. Is it
When I
Pasco
looked, it
County?
was all worthless checks.
Usually they ended in $13 when they have an FTA.
Yeah. In
You have-
2010,
Go ahead.
in 2010, I moved to Georgia, and I just didn't know about it. They're 7 years old now. That's all.
Oh yeah, it is. It's a 2010 case. You're right. Odd. Okay. And then you have another worthless check. It has a no bond, and then a failure to appear that has a $500 bond. So what I need to do, I'm going to keep the bonds the same, and we're going to get you over there to Pasco County so you can figure out what's going on and see if you can resolve your case as soon as possible, okay? They have 5 days to come get you. If they don't come get you within the 5 days, the jail's going to bring you back up in front of me, and we're going to figure out what's going on from there, all right?
Sure enough, thank you.
All right. Philip Ocasio.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ocasio. What's your date of birth?
7/26/77.
Okay, you are here this morning for possession of controlled substance. The bond on that is currently $2,000. The possession of controlled substance, count 2. The bond on that is $2,000. 2 counts of possession of a legend drug, $1,000 each, and possession of marijuana. The bond on that is $1,000. I did find probable cause for the possession of controlled substances, both count 1, count 2. I found probable cause for 1 count of possession of legend drug, and I found probable cause for 1 count of possession of marijuana. Do you want to represent yourself? You're going to hire somebody, or do you want the assistance of the public defender's office?
Public defender.
I'll provisionally appoint the public defender to represent you. So just so we're clear, on counts 1, 2, 3, and 5, I found probable cause. On count 4, for the possession of a legend drug, I did not find probable cause because the co-defendant who we had earlier today was charged with possession of that. And the only thing they have tying him to that is a random statement that he made, that he may have been in contact with it at some point previous in his lifetime.
Yes, ma'am.
So, based on that, state any prior record?
Yes, Your Honor. February of this year, possession of cannabis here in Hernando County. I'm not sure what the disposition was. Probation violation 2013. Looks like that may have been on a DUI. Burglary of a dwelling knocked down to a trespass. 2013 here in Hernando. He's a convicted felon. Grand theft auto in 2012. That's all I'm showing, Judge.
All right. Okay, it looks like he just terminated from probation on May 25th on his 2017 case. So, and that was for
Possession of paraphernalia.
yeah, that was for possession of paraphernalia. Okay. All right, Mr. Ocasio, you live on Shafton Road in Spring Hill?
Yes, I do.
How long have you lived there?
I've been there off and on about a little over a year.
Okay. You got a job?
Yes, I do.
What kind of work do you do?
I do tub reglazing. I also have a landscaping company, and I also do construction work on the side.
All right. All right, well, I'm going to keep the possession of controlled substance, count 1, at $2,000. Possession of controlled substance, count 2, at $2,000. The possession of a legend drug, count 1, I'm going to put at $100. Count 2 is ROR, and then the possession of marijuana, I'm going to put at $100. So that's a total of $4,200. We're going to see you back to court on August 8th at 9 a.m. Okay, if you're unable to bond out, the public defender's office will come out and see you, all right?
Okay, so what is the total bond on that?
It was $4,200.
Okay.
All right?
500.
Did I get everyone at the jail?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, have a good day.